belly feeling would be the two most impressive teams that I have seen so far would be the teams, and we've watched them all on tape, would be Scotland and certainly probably at this point Amsterdam, and I'll tell you why. Both of them have quarterbacks that aren't going to make mistakes. Amsterdam has Kevin Daff, and Scotland has Dreisbach. I like a quarterback that's not going to make mistakes. I like a quarterback that if there's nothing there, he throws it out of bounds. Not going to give the other team a bunch of extra chances. The other thing they both have are defenses that fly around the field. They have speed, and in this league, speed means everything. So, hey, if you're asking me after 1 week what I think, those would be the two teams that jump out at me. It's a quarterback league. You got to have a guy that can make plays, and you got to have a defense that can fly around the field. And both these teams have that. So, hey, injuries can play a part depending upon how these guys make it through. But right now, they both look like they're well equipped. You're going to spend a lot of time with your quarterback if you're the head coach, and in particular if you're an offensive head coach like he is. So, for him to be able to get a guy that he knows, get a guy that he's worked with, to get a guy that has been in this league and in a World Bowl before, that's huge. That's a big advantage for that team and a big advantage for that head coach. He knows his strengths. He knows his weaknesses. He's not spending a lot of time getting to know him. He already knows him. That's an advantage over most of the other teams in this league. But he's not great. He's not a guy, I think, that is going to wow you with his arm, but he's smart. And, again, what I like is that he's not going to make a lot of mistakes. He knows how to throw the ball away. Like you alluded to, if he has to tuck the ball and go, he can do that. Because the way that you beat any quarterback, as I said before, anywhere, any league, any level, is put pressure on him. And the thing about Kevin Daff, and we saw it last week, when they did get pressure on him, he'd step back and go the other way and found a way out of it. So it's an asset that you love to have in a quarterback. And I think particularly in this league where you kind of throw an offensive line together, you want to have a quarterback that's somewhat mobile. You don't really know what you have at the beginning of the year. I think you sit down and you talk to the coaches and you ask them how good they are. They're kind of guessing because, you've been through scrimmages, which are controlled. You've been through training camp. You've been through practices. But until you see your guys out there in live action, you don't know for sure what you have. And I'm sure Jack McNeil will tell you the same thing. Guys can look great in practice, but when real things start to fly, and if the game steps up and moves much quicker, then I think you have a situation where you say, all right, that guy's not quite as good as I thought he was, or that guy's better than I thought he was. Some guys show great in practice, don't play that well. Some guys don't show that great in practice and then play great when it gets to a game. But you don't know what you have until you get in a game.